All right, guys, we have huge new news about the $2,000 second stimulus checks. And I think it's safe to say that we don't have to worry about the whole foreign aid money and all of that. This new information that we have from President Donald Trump and Senate Republicans kind of makes the situation a little bit easier to get the $2,000 stimulus checks and gives us only two options here. And spoiler alert, none of the options will give us the $600 checks right now. So you can think of that as good news or bad news depending on how you look at it. So let's talk about where we stand exactly with the $2,000 stimulus checks and what is going to happen in the next few days and maybe weeks. Just please hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I also just want to quickly say something here to those of you who signed up for Rakuten, the cashback website. If you signed up when the bonus was $40, you need to make a purchase from any of the hundreds of stores that they partner with for $40 or more in order to get your $40 bonus. That offer will expire 90 days from when you signed up, and they reduced that to $20 now. So if you signed up, make sure to take advantage of the promotion before it expires. So today, 12 million people will lose their unemployment benefits. In a few days, the eviction moratorium that was put in place by the CDC through the executive order by President Trump will expire. And on Monday, the government can potentially shut down. So the otherwise most festive, most wonderful time of the year is destined to be the saddest, most rough time of the year, with millions and millions of Americans living in extreme anxiety of the uncertainty of what's going to happen to them. Will they get unemployment boost? Will they get a stimulus check? Will they be able to keep a roof over their head? Will they be able to put food on the table for their children? They don't know. All because of extreme political bickering that we have never seen the like of before. A $900 billion relief package passed both the House and the Senate, and we all thought President Trump will sign it until he released a surprise video calling the package a disgrace and calling Congress to increase the stimulus checks from $600 to $2,000 and getting rid of the wasteful spending. And yesterday he doubled down and tweeted saying, "I made many calls and had meetings at Trump International in Palm Beach, Florida. Why would politicians not want to give people $2,000 rather than only $600? It wasn't their fault. It was China. Give our people the money." Now, before we react to this and get to the more important update from a Senate Republican that will explain a lot, I just want to clarify something. The wasteful spending that the president referred to in his video is a lot of money that goes to foreign countries. The problem here is that the money that's going to those foreign countries is part of the omnibus package and has nothing to do with the virus relief package. So it wasn't really fair to connect the two together. Whether we as a population agree or not with spending this money to the foreign countries doesn't have to do much with the relief package, and that's something that has been part of our policy as a country for years and happened during President Trump's administration before. So there's nothing new here, and we can't have Congress negotiate foreign policy now in order to give us a stimulus package. These should be two completely different things. Which brings me now to the update we have from Senator Lindsey Graham. Because what he said makes me believe that we're going to forget about the foreign aid money and focus on another thing that could be done in return for the $2,000 checks. So Senator Lindsey Graham tweeted yesterday saying, "After spending some time with President Donald Trump today, I am convinced he is more determined than ever to increase stimulus payments to $2,000 per person and challenge Section 230 big tech liability protection. Both are reasonable demands, and I hope Congress is listening. The biggest winner would be the American people." So looks like Lindsey Graham is hanging out with President Trump and playing golf together and talking in a more relaxed environment, a more relaxed setting. And now they think that it's more important for them to repeal Section 230 in return for the $2,000 checks than worry about the foreign aid. If you don't know, Section 230 is liability protection for companies like Twitter, Facebook, and Google, where no one can sue them for what anyone says on their platform because they don't control what is said on their platforms. They're not a publisher. But President Trump feels that when they started flagging his tweets, that this is a form of censorship that shouldn't be available on such platforms. And this is in a way them editing the narrative of what is said on their platforms, which should then mean they should be liable for these actions. So this was part of the NDAA that the House and Senate passed last week, I believe, and President Trump vetoed that bill because it didn't repeal Section 230 as he requested. And now the House is scheduled to vote on Monday to override that veto and vote on the $2,000 stimulus checks amendment, and vote on a continuing resolution to keep the government funded past December 28th. The vote on the veto and the $2,000 checks is expected to pass along party lines, which means they go to die in the Senate. At least that's what we expect. Lindsey Graham said that Congress should vote to repeal Section 230 as requested by President Trump. I will not vote to override presidential veto unless effort is made to wind down Section 230. We should expect that other Republicans will do the same to show support for President Trump because they need his help for the Georgia Senate runoff elections. So here is what needs to happen. Democrats and Republicans need to find some sort of compromise on this Section 230 in order to satisfy President Trump's request and have him agree to sign any sort of stimulus bill, and in this case it will be one with $2,000 stimulus checks. Otherwise, he will veto the bill with the $600 stimulus checks, and when Congress goes back to vote to override the veto, Republicans will be put in a tough position again and will need to vote against it to support President Trump. Or maybe they will reach a point where they all have to abandon him and just vote against what he wants and be done with it. We will get a hint of where Republicans stand this Monday when the House votes to override the veto on the NDAA. At this point, I'm really worried that Democrats will not want to do anything with Section 230, and Republicans will stand with President Trump and not override any veto, which could mean we stay without a stimulus package for another month or two until Joe Biden takes office. The chances of getting something done before the end of the year just keeps getting smaller and smaller, which is very frustrating. What do you guys think is going to happen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos and new content for you. Also, make sure to check the link in the description for the Yara savings account. It's a savings account that is FDIC insured but gives you interest with a lottery system. If you use the link below, you'll get 100 tickets when you deposit as little as $25 for a chance to win up to $10 million. Then you'll get a weekly ticket for every $25 that you deposit. I think this is the future of banking as it encourages savings to earn more chances at winning a large prize. Also, don't forget to get your free stocks from Webull, potentially worth up to $1,600 when you deposit only $100, which is just like cash. You can take it out anytime you feel like it. All the links are in the description below. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.